It's a peaceful, relaxing night in the Bregman household. And I got the night off of cooking dinner. Look what my husband made for us. Steak with his famous peppercorn sauce. He also made a fresh Caesar salad on the side. And just stay tuned because he also made a huge pot of white chicken chili. It's summer, so we're eating dinner a little later these days because as you can see, it's now dark outside, but I need to put this dinner away. I told John as a thank you for him cooking dinner that I would handle the kitchen cleanup. Sometimes it'd be a challenge to figure out which Tupperware to use for leftovers. I so badly wanted to just dump this into the bowl, but I knew it would end up splattering everywhere. So I did what a mature woman would do, and I ladled the soup into the glass bowl. I already knew I had a good amount of dishes ahead of me, so I was just stacking everything up next to the sink behind me. For being a clumsy girl, I did a pretty good job this time. It's always an extra bonus in my book when John makes enough for leftovers. Of course, when going to put away the dinner, I realized I had to clean out the fridge, which it really wasn't that bad because I'm usually pretty on top of this. But we did have tacos and rice a few days ago, and it's time to get rid of those leftovers. To me, there is nothing more satisfying than cleaning out the fridge and getting rid of old food. As you can see, we've been stacking dishes in here all day, and it's time for me to finish her off and start it. I really stacked this thing to the go. Our little sippy cup / bottle drying rack really needed a deep clean, so that went in here too tonight. In a perfect world, I would have been able to shine the dishwasher and the fridge, but it was late, I was pretty tired, and I still had to catch up on some emails. So this wasn't necessarily a deep clean for me, but just a house reset. Because obviously it's July 4th weekend, and I don't want to be cleaning all day long on Friday, and obviously not on Saturday. Does anyone else find change in the bottom of their sink? I initially thought that this was the kids for sure, but after talking to my husband, he said it was him. I swear, sometimes men can be like children themselves. In his defense, he was cleaning out his lunchbox, so at least he was doing that. The sink really needed a good scrub down, so I took the time to do that. Nothing is better than waking up to a shining sink with no dirty dishes inside of it. It makes for the best morning and the best morning cup of coffee. I did a few errands this night, so I had a couple of things I wanted to put away. I wish I could say that this was it for the kitchen deep clean, but as you can see behind me, I have a ton of stuff on that kitchen table that I need to clean off. For the first couple of weeks of summer, I won't lie, I was totally neglecting that table. It was filled with stuff every single day. But as of this last week, I've been trying to be better about cleaning it off again and wiping it down. Follow along if you haven't already because I have some 4th of July stuff we're going to make in the next videos. We're taking our kids down to the Lexington fireworks, and I wanted to make little goodie bags and a little candy tray. I figured it would save us a ton of money having the stuff already done and in our bags, because we all know at those types of events, it costs an arm and a leg to stop at any of those little stands or the stuff that people sell. In this economy, you got to think ahead. And instead of going out to a restaurant, I think we're going to go ahead and grab some pizzas and eat them on our blankets while we wait for the show. Does anyone else have this problem when you use paper bowls? If you put something inside of it that's too hot and set it on the wood kitchen table, the paper on the bottom of the bowls kind of transfers onto the kitchen table, and it's honestly really hard to get off. But tonight, I saturated it down with Mrs. Meyer spray, and it honestly came right off, which really surprised me. I never tried this method before, and it definitely worked the best out of anything else I've tried. You guys can finally get a little close-up view of my Americana hutch. Let me know what you guys think if you made it this far. We still have to go out to the sunroom.